cover it all. It's just opportunity to give you guys what I think. So I hope you guys continue to tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, I've been
On
hearing.
Thorn City Spotlight. Yeah, people have been talking about the
in
show,
the streets,
man.
I hear about it for sure.
We got a cool little buzz going, man. Cool little buzz. Yeah, so. Oh, yeah, and also we're going to talk about some stuff we got going with Pro-Am.
Pro-Am, yeah.
We're playing in the
came through.
Yeah, the jerseys. I went pick up there in the car right now.
Yes, sir. We live.
Yep, we talk about the tournament we got this weekend.
Let me
Playing in the Hoop Source Memorial Day tournament this weekend.
I'll be out there. I don't know what
Getting ready for Nationals.
Where y'all? You know where your games is at?
Yeah, we play at the Hoop.
Oh, you at the
Saturday.
Hoop? Oh, I'm at the Clackamas Communities.
Yeah,
I think
damn, it's shit all around the country.
Clackamas Community College. I think probably the 16 or 17U out there.
Yeah, we playing 15U.
15U. Yeah. We live, brother? I think I just seen it say live. Hang on. Oh, okay.
Oh, don't be. Listen, bro, I ain't got no haircut this week, bro. Don't be zooming in.
Yeah, but we are live.
We are licking it live.
Here, let me drop the intro one time.
Okay, let's do that. Everybody who is watching on my live here on Instagram, remember you guys can go check it out. Also, live with all the good graphics and all that stuff. But again, you guys, this is What I Think with Seeznin. Facebook. Down here at the GMP Podcast Studios. Here with the Rose City
Spotlight. Shout out
Podcast guy.
Thorn City
Thorn City
Podcast
guy. Excuse me, Thorn City Podcast guy.
Joined the team, and
Yeah, from the city of Roses, man. We're Northeast babies. And so this is going to be every Thursday, 7 p.m. So stay tuned. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You guys can watch live here on IG, but you also can go over to Facebook or YouTube and go to the Thorn City Spotlight. Thorn City Spotlight, and there's live streaming there. Me?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. I'm having relationship issues, bro, and I'm not in a relationship.
How's that possible?
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, I've been hanging out and enjoying
some company.
A company of a young lady that I met probably about probably like 18 months ago.
Oh, you got a year in there.
No. So I met her 18 months ago. Then we just, kind of talked a little bit on Instagram for a little bit. And then we linked up in November when I went to Vegas. And so
That was the first time linking up?
First time linking up, we linked up. Had a great time. Just a fantastic company.
Wait. So you talked for 18 months?
No, I
then
did
you linked
not.
up?
No. We talked sparingly for like a year.
Okay. But you never linked up?
Never linked up. Never talked on the phone, nothing.
Oh,
yeah, just like I see your story on Instagram, whatever. So we're hanging out. Vibe is cool. But I'm me. I let it. I'm not Ronnie Romance. I'm not Ralph Tresvant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not none of that. But I'm also very honest, right? So we cool. Everything has been cool. But then over like the last month, they came out here a few times,
She
probably like
slid
once
through?
a month. Yeah, like once a month.
Okay.
It was a thing for a minute. And then didn't really, my schedule got busy, her schedule got busy. And then I ain't been talking to her like that. And so I'm a busy nigga, so I don't really be, thinking about that.
Got too much going on.
Yeah, I got a lot going on. And then today, I was like, hey, I ain't been talking to you.
Yeah.
She sent me a paragraph. Multiple paragraphs. Like
Is
a
the
chapter.
Dear John?
A chapter, yeah, Dear John, about, she's not interested in a long distance situationship. She's more of a relationship girl. And that's not what I want. And and hey, man, I told her this. I said, man, you could have been said this. We ain't had to wait till today, but it's all good. And then, when I went to Cancun, did I tell you? Met the super bad in Cancun? So I met a super bad in Cancun at the club. And I spent the next 2 days trying to smuggle her on my resort. You know what I'm saying? So we could consummate our newfound friendship. And it didn't happen. And so we had been talking and vibing and everything was cool. And I talked to her, I was in Tampa, bro, and I talked to her Monday. She started school. You know, and then Tuesday, bro, I'm blocked on everything.
She blocked you?
Everything,
Damn, everything.
Bro. Everything on Instagram, nigga, fucking Snapchat,
Damn.
the phone. I don't even know what happened, bro.
Wow.
So, this is the life that I live, man.
Yeah.
This is the life that I live. And so, that leads me into what I kind of want to talk about today. It's about relationships, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm getting older, you know?
Yeah, we ain't getting no younger.
No, I'll be 44 in 13 days, man. And so, I'm actually really, like, happy and content with my life. Everything is, I'm in a good space. Spiritually, mentally, good. Physically, I probably could lose a couple pounds. You know what I'm
You and me
saying?
both.
Or I can gain a couple pounds. Either way, I don't give a fuck. But, you know, I'm also getting to a space to where, you know, I want to eat better.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I ain't cooking. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that in my transitioning in my life, that it would be cool to have a partner.
Partner to help you out with some of those things.
But I don't want all the shit that comes with a partner, bro. Like, I'm able to move, live, just do what I feel. Without, I don't have to, it's not mandatory for me to tell anybody good morning. I don't have to figure out how anybody's day went. I don't need to worry if a motherfucker ate.
No
Somebody had a
check-ins.
bad day at work. It's not any of my concern. And I'm cool with that. But I looking for somebody that I could just be cool with. And we can rock. And if it takes form to being something, I think that you know when you know.
Yeah, just let it happen.
But when you start trying to, you know, put labels on stuff or have a motherfucker move in a way that a motherfucker ain't used to moving or don't want to move.
Yeah, that ain't gonna never work.
It don't work.
No.
And it could be, and I don't know if it's a thing with women. It might be a thing with men. I don't know what it is.
A little bit
but
of both.
Shit could be going perfectly fine, and then the motherfucker want more.
One more.
And I ain't got the more.
You ain't got the more.
No.
Well, you got it, you just don't want to give it.
No. It's not that I ain't got it. I got what I got.
You got what you got. And that's
You
what
got
it
what
is.
you got.
Yeah.
Let's see if what we got can work.
Yeah.
And the gots ain't been getting.
It ain't been getting.
And the ain't got good. So, and then, man, I've been a best man, bro, like 3 times.
Damn.
I've been a best man 3 times. I've officiated a wedding. I've given somebody away at a wedding. So I've done all the wedding shit.
Only one thing left.
And nobody that is in that one thing is living a life that I want.
No.
I'm not enticed. I'm not impressed.
No.
And not to say that, you know, my people that I love are not in love. Not saying that they're not happy. Not saying that any of them are in any unhappy situation. But what I see, I don't want.
You don't want that life.
Nah, man. Because I think it's fucked up that you gotta go through some shit to leave a motherfucker. I think that if you're ever done with a person, you just be done.
Yeah.
I have people that I know that aren't able to get divorced.
You ain't supposed to.
Because the other person
do us.
Yeah, and I don't want that shit. Because one of us gonna die before the other.
Gonna die.
You know? And that's a different, but like, you gotta, getting married is easy. Getting divorced is hard.
Hard, yeah.
And I don't know if, you know, I want to go through that. Do I want a person though? Yeah, and I'm not a nigga. And so people like think that I'm some extra freaked out human being, bro, and want a bunch of, I did all that, bro.
You did all that.
Listen, people. I've done everything I could have dreamed of. And I did it with 83% of the people I dreamed of. So I'm good. So I'm not at a space to where I need.
You don't need none of that.
No. And bro, this is another thing. Since I stopped drinking, right?
Yeah, that'll change
so
everything.
It's what? It's day 318 Day 318, right? Today. Without drinking, it also made me more sexually disciplined, bro.
Yeah, you don't have no bad nights where you just...
Nah, because you know it. Man, listen,
Ain't got nothing else
I've
to
been
do.
here. I've been sipping on Don Julio. I'm 8 shots in.
Yeah.
I get to the crib.
Things look different.
It looks different. I'm on the phone hunting.
Somebody.
And then the one that bites on it, that comes through and really bites on it, don't even be the one you wanted to do that.
No, because how
Then you
many
have
calls later was that?
Creation clarity.
Yeah.
And now you like, oh,
Shit happens.
shit, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Man, when I was drinking liquor, so from 19 to 43, I was drinking.
Heavy.
Nah, so I didn't drink liquor till the pandemic. I drank beer before that. I would have a shot every now and then.
Yeah.
But when I was drinking, man, I did it to some women that I had no business doing it to, bro. Some that if they ever said I did,
You gonna deny it?
I would swear to God on everything I love, bro.
You didn't do it.
I put it on everybody. I put it on dead people. I put it on people alive. I would do all that and deny it. And I should have never put myself in those situations. So saying that now I don't have that same thing. So I'm perfectly fine, bro, with going home and going to sleep.
Go home, go to sleep. It's all right. Wake up.
Wake up, start the day over. It used to be at a certain point in my life that I wake up and wondering who I'm going that day. And I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So if I find somebody that I enjoy your company and like being around you, and it's not based on the sex thing, because I'm not a do it every day and 3 times a day. You know, if I have a young lady, and so that, like my lady friend from Vegas will come out here from a Friday to like Monday. You gotta give them the welcome meet. You know what I'm saying? And then I might not again until it's time to go.
Till it's time to go.
But I've enjoyed every second, you know,
Without
kicking
all
it
that.
with you. Then they won't fuck it up, bro.
Yeah, women, they after so
And
long.
men do too. You know, I ain't blaming this all on the ladies.
No, but just from
There's
your
a lot
your,
of tender
your
dick
standpoint.
Tonys out here, man, that, you know, be on some different type of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, man, and then this is another thing. Like, I can love you without being in love with you.
Yeah.
And I think that people take that, just that one word in front of the other word, and make it seem like something that is really
More
not.
than it is.
And start moving different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like they
In
can
love how
force you into it.
in love how you fucking with people's property.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being weird. I just seen on the internet the other day, man, a nigga booty, man. Young lady put this man naked on the internet.
Put him on
man.
there.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so that goes back to my next topic. I was in Tampa.
Tampa, how was Tampa?
Tampa was fantastic, man.
I heard it was tight out there.
Tampa was fantastic.
Got
We
my
had a
guy
good
out
time.
there.
It was my partner Keith's birthday on the 16th. And his cousin SP, who's my guy who I do all my traveling with, little bro. Both of them my little brothers. They had about 25, 30 people come out.
So it was like another trip.
It was a trip. It was 100% not like. It was
Yeah.
a trip. We had this big old nice Airbnb. I think the Airbnb previously was a cult.
Was a cult? Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
It was 3 different houses, bro. The
Ooh.
way it was set up, bro, I think
So it looked like,
some,
huh?
yeah, it was
Something's
some,
going on.
it was some 15 wives type shit going on. But it was a nice Airbnb. And so we had a little pool party, had a chef come through and cook. We went out, everything was cool. So one night, on Saturday, we had game night. Well, not even game night, but the chef cooked, had a pool party. And then I brought my trap bingo shit. We played trap bingo. Trap bingo was over. We played some other games. And this young lady said that she likes to have relations for an hour.
For an hour?
And so I'm like, okay, this is the process. You know what I'm saying? The
That must be
kissing
you
and
doing all
petting,
that. Yeah,
everything.
everything.
She said she wants an hour of.
Of actual sex, intercourse.
So I said, there's no way human possible
No way.
that I could do this for an hour.
I don't want to.
Nobody does, I thought, right? And so it was a unanimous almost. Everybody else was like, man, that is outlandish that you want to do it that much. But then it turned into like, what is an acceptable amount of time?
Whatever you get.
Man, nigga, you speak the language that I speak. I believe. And so anybody who knows me knows that this has been, I've done the research. I've collected the data. You shouldn't be doing that, of actual doing that, for more than 7 to 12 minutes, bro. 7 to 12 minutes. Now, the whole process, if we do some, foreplay and all that, that can extend the time.
Yeah, have a little fun.
But
getting some other activities.
Actual situation,
Yeah.
7 to 12 minutes.
Yeah,
So now, when we were teenagers and kids, and when we didn't know what we were doing, we were trying to do that through a whole CD and all that. If I'm able to be doing that with a woman and it goes that long, that means either one of us are enjoying this. I should be done.
It's been done.
And then, at this big age that I am at currently, the bounce back ain't the bounce back.
The bounce back ain't the bounce back now. Round 2 don't come around so fast.
Listen, this might be golf. Round 2 might be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
We're doing one round today. And so, I would like to, hear back and get some feedback for what is an acceptable amount of time. And so then that brought me back into another thing. Like, all right, I don't believe that you should do that great with everybody you do that with.
No, you can't give it to everybody the same.
Everybody can't get the A1 YOLA.
No.
I believe that 7 to 12 minutes of C+ to B- will suffice.
Will suffice.
And the reason why I say that is, if you're at a C, right? C's get degrees.
C's get degrees, you pass.
C's get degrees, you pass. And if it's a C+ or a B-, that means it's good enough that I would do it again. And I'm cool with that. If you're putting people through mattresses every time, you end up with your booty on the internet. My booty ain't never on the internet.
Never.
Because I'm not giving it up like that. And I realized a long time ago, as a young man, that no matter if you get a great review or a bad review, it's not changing nothing.
Ain't nothing gonna change. It's all the same.
Because somebody is going to want to figure out if it's true. If it's true that it's good, or if it's true that it's bad.
Yeah. And they gotta be careful. They might not know. You might be ready to get the next one.
And the thing about that is, I've done the research.
Done the research.
I got the data. I put in the hours to understand this. It varies, man. It could be somebody that is probably the most attractive person you've ever seen, and you guys could come together for that, and it'd be awful. Then it could be just somebody that you have unbelievable chemistry with, and it's amazing. But saying all that to say this, I ain't going down an hour with nobody.
No.
I ain't doing nothing for an hour but watching TV, driving on a road trip, sitting in an airplane, or sleeping. Or this show. This show is a damn hour. And we be done with this in 54 minutes. So I can't do shit for an hour. Man. Well, yeah, that's what I had to vent and get off my chest. So for the lady that, the young lady that blocked me on all things,
yeah,
I'm gonna reach out to you in like 5 or 6 months to see what happens. I don't got the energy to try to figure out why right now. And to the other young lady who sent me the Dear John, I love you, but this ain't what I want.
Was it a text?
You could have told me that.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Because it's cool.
It's cool, yeah. It's not a big deal.
I still rock with you.
Yeah.
We decent.
Yeah.
You
No
know what I'm
love
saying?
lost.
No love lost.
Mm-hmm.
All good, man.
Man, so since you're talking about that, you might as well give me your update on your Diddy update.
The Freaky Frog.
The Freaky Frog.
So this is Freaky Frog Day 9.
Day 9. Kid Cudi was on.
So we'll talk about some of the stuff that happened since the last time we was here. So they were still, Cassie was still on the stand. Mm-hmm. So Cassie is about 8, almost 9 months pregnant.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why they must the trial up so they can get her to testify.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing some wild stuff.
They were doing some crazy shit.
Sean Combs, because he's too freaky to call him Diddy. We gotta call him by his name. Sean Combs is a horrible nigga.
Yeah, he's a horrible human being.
In terms of, so when people are overly freaky, get what I'm saying? People are overly freaky that want to do fluids that ain't part of that process, that want to do, watch people rail their lady, get the batter rubbed on them, you know, all of those things. Something very traumatic happened in their life at some point.
Something happened, yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a female before that was into like a lot of the domination stuff.
Yeah, I ain't with that
and
shit.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not. When she had, I hit my partners like, hey, bro. And they like, man, he had no clue who she was talking to. Cause I'm not with that. I love my mom. I have no hidden issues or agendas with women. I don't want to slap you. I don't want to choke you. I don't want to punch you in the ribs. I don't want to do any of that stuff. And so people that this is my thoughts. Now, this isn't fact. I have not done the research on this. I do not have the data. But I think that people that are overly freaky have something traumatic happen to them, possibly and most likely in their childhood.
Childhood, yeah.
That leads them to that. And I will speak to that in terms of like even overly freaky dudes that want to do it to all the females and all that stuff. Something happened to them when they were kids. And 8 times out of 10, something that happened to them as kids happened to them by somebody who's like them, if you get what I'm saying. And because you're a kid and you can't process things properly, because, listen, we're going to get, you know, I'm not going to go overly into this, but it's really an issue in our community, right?
Yeah.
We have an issue in our community of nasty uncles, nasty cousins, nasty neighbors, nasty grandpas, those things. And when those things happen, especially to a boy, as a boy, and you're little, if somebody touches something on you, fam, it's going to have a reaction.
Yeah, fuck you up.
And it fucks you up mentally, bro.
Big time.
And that happened to a lot of people. I know people personally that happened to.
Yeah.
And it puts them, because I don't want to be that.
Yeah,
But you kind of forced me into some stuff that I wasn't. I go overly freaky and sexual and doing way too much. And I think, from what I've read and heard, something happened to that dude.
Something happened.
Something happened to that dude. And he never, no matter how much money he got, no matter how much fame he got, no matter how successful he got, he was never able to shake that.
Yeah.
And then he got into a position of power to where he could make people do whatever he wanted, just like whoever had power over him when he couldn't protect himself. And I think that shit plays out into what's happening now.
Yeah.
And so the escort dudes are coming up, talking about, these motherfuckers had a nasty operation, bro. So they were going from city to city, all big cities, getting the biggest suite and just doing ungodly things for days at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Cassie said that it got so bad that she was getting so much BV and infections that the damn antibiotics didn't even work.
Didn't work, yep.
So for me, hearing that, and if you've ever had the unfortunate opportunity to be getting ready to engage with a woman who's not all the way together down there. It is traumatizing.
Yes, it is.
It is traumatizing. It is, you know, you name a fish, is there. Public market in Seattle. And these fish you don't want to catch.
You don't want it.
So for her to get into that space and for him to continue and people continue to do that, you have to be a nasty, rotten mother effer. She said it got so bad she got sores in her mouth, and the Negro would not quit. And so this is what I think happened. I believe that when it first started, so Cassie got with, Diddy met her when she was 19, he was 37. They started kicking him when she was like 21, 22, which means he was in the early 40s. I think that the whole aura of him being Puff Daddy and him being rich and Ciroc and all of this power he had at the beginning, she was with it.
Yeah, she was trying to get on.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get her
and it was cool,
started.
and we doing some drugs, and it's getting all that. I think at some point, she thought they were going to evolve
into something more.
And he wouldn't request of her to continue to do that stuff.
He already had somebody for that.
And then that's when it became what we're seeing and what is on trial now. So I do believe at some point she was over all that. She didn't want to do it, and he did use his manipulation, power, and all that to continue to have her living that. It shows the thing where her mom testified that she had to go to the bank and
get a home loan.
Get $20,000 to give to Diddy so he wouldn't release a tape. And I guess, you know, he didn't return her the money in 3. So he was playing a dirty, rotten scoundrel game. But everything that I'm seeing, and again, I'm not a person that is well-versed in the law. This is looking like some super bad domestic violence. Super bad DV case. I'm still watching to see how the defense turns this into that RICO.
Well, it's all of it. It's everything. It's all the stuff they're talking about. From the drugs to the partying to trafficking to hiring escorts.
So I think that's what they're gonna get him on. Is the hiring and transporting. That's the only thing.
So basically, he's taking her around and hiring people to come
But this is the thing. I could throw parties and do all the drugs I want in the world. That's a totally different case. I can't. That's not a organized crime thing. That's some wild behavior. I think the thing that they're going to stick on is the trafficking.
Trafficking,
bring in the
drugs.
Flying.
Drugs is illegal.
Drugs is illegal.
If I seen you to go buy some drugs, that's not legal.
Yeah, but that's also not organized crime.
If you put it all together.
I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I think that I believe he needs to be away from society. I think he's too nasty to be amongst the public. I think he's too nasty to be with the public, and I want to see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's the dirt diddler.
He's a nasty nigga.
Yeah.
A freaky frog, man. And so what it did for me is let me know, no matter what, I am not nasty at all.
No, you pretty normal.
I am vanilla.
I don't know about vanilla.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm not with any of the foolery, man. I'm not, I do not subscribe to it. That man needs some help.
Man.
But yeah, hopefully, man.
It's interesting, to
it's
say the
very
least.
interesting. And we'll see how it plays off.
And so the other thing is, there's supposed to be more victims coming. So he didn't stop with Cassie. He brought someone else into the
This
fold.
nigga been doing this. You could tell he did it to Usher and Justin Bieber. And he ruined a lot of people's lives. I totally believe it. I saw a Vlad interview when all the dudes from Day 26 were crying. Hey, what the fuck? You know how much shit gotta happen for some grown niggas at a group?
Yeah.
As a group. All 5 of them to be crying?
Ain't no telling.
Yeah, he got to keep him away.
Man.
Keep him away. Then they saying he killed his baby mom.
She just randomly caught pneumonia.
Perfectly healthy and just dies.
That don't happen.
That don't happen. Then, oh, damn. And then they said, Albie Shore said that he is the reason he went into a coma.
Mm-hmm.
They saying that
Jamie
he the nigga
Foxx?
that gave Jamie Foxx the shit that put.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. This
Yeah, it's
wild
crazy.
nigga. It ain't cool and it's not funny, man, but God darn it. Sean.
Yeah, he's a different brother.
No, he's a wild nigga, man.
Man, so the playoffs, it looks like OKC is getting whooped on right now. They finna be down 2-0.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota's getting whooped on, my bad. Yeah. Got a new MVP right there, SGA.
Shy. And so what I think happened with that, right, is the year that Jokic won it.
Last year.
No, the year like 3 years ago, when he won it, when Embiid was supposed to get it.
Oh, got you.
They gave it to
Joker.
Jokic. The next year that Embiid was supposed to get it, I mean, that Jokic was supposed to get it, they gave it to Embiid.
Gave it back to Embiid.
Then they gave it back to Joker the year that Shea was supposed to win last year. They weren't expecting Joker to have the greatest single season in the last, since Wilt Chamberlain. And so that's why they let the shit go 7 games, and they ain't never named the MVP this late.
This late, yeah.
They waited to see who was going to win between him and the Joker.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, what the series was over, what, nigga, Sunday?
Yeah.
And he got it yesterday.
Today. They
Yeah,
announced
today.
it. They announced it yesterday.
They announced it yesterday.
They gave
Yeah,
an award today. Yeah.
So that's what I think happened, man. Now he's very deserving.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's
no
not
joke.
deserving.
Yeah, he's a killer.
He's had an amazing. I think I was 33, bro.
Man,
On a team with other young good dudes, and they know he's the guy.
they know he's the guy.
So did you know that he was drafted by the damn Hornets too?
No, I
And
didn't.
they traded him
Really?
like they did
it
Kobe?
was that was one of them Presty specials.
No, they traded him. He played for the Clippers,
Yeah, it's for the
the
Clippers, I'm
Clippers for
saying.
2
And
years.
Presty wouldn't got him.
and then Preston went and got him from the Clippers.
It was part of the Paul George
Paul
trade,
George
right?
stuff. Yep. He was part of the trade for Paul George. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But nigga, did you see that Pacers and Knicks game
they
yesterday?
choked. The choke job? They
So
choked it.
I'm watching the game. The game goes, they go up 16 with like 2:40 left. I'm on the phone with my partner Greg, and he's like, man, I'm like, yeah, he trying to get home, and that's when Cat got fouled on the 3. I'm like, bro, this shit
It's
over.
over.
So I started watching some stuff on my phone. So I'm literally not paying attention to the game at all. I'm watching some stuff on my phone, and then I look up, and
Boys
Nesmith,
man, couldn't miss.
he hit the 3 to put him down 5. And I was like, oh, shit. Then they came down, got to stop. He hit the 3, put him down 2. Then I was like, oh, shit.
Got action.
Then old boy went to the free throw line and missed.
Yep, the free throws.
Yeah, and I
Free
said,
money.
oh, shit. And then Halliburton. So this is the thing about Tyrese Halliburton.
The overrated guy, huh?
The overrated guy. And so I understand why his peers said that. I don't think he deserved to be on the Olympic team. I think that because of his success last year with them winning the in-season tournament, him taking them to the conference finals last year, people were really high on him. And then he started off the year really slow this year. He didn't have, I think he probably ended up averaging like 18 and 9, which is good, but that's not superstar.
Superstar, yeah.
But motherfucking when them lights come on,
Yeah, the big time, big game, big shots.
when them lights come on, man,
He ready.
he's ready. The gall of him to get by Bridges, get in the lane. He had a floater, he had a cutter, he had a nigga open for 3. His ass turned around,
He wasn't passing that ball.
went back to the 3-point line, and shot that shit. As soon as he let it go, I said, he's gonna make that. That shit hit the back of the
Man,
rim.
that shit went high as a
went up.
motherfucker.
But then they showed it again. I said, the KD toe.
The toe, yep.
The KD toe. Mike was on that team.
Oh, okay.
Mike was on against the Bucks with the toe. KD was having the greatest game ever with the toe. Then, and I truthfully believe that game changed the whole trajectory of the series.
Yeah.
Indiana's going to the finals.
Think so?
I think they're going in 6.
No more orange and blue skies?
And the NBA is better when the Knicks are good.
The Knicks are good, yeah. Yeah, Knicks, LA.
I don't think there's no, I seen this on Facebook. My partner said it on Facebook, and I totally agree. There's no, my partner Ike Walker, he said there's no better environment in the playoffs than Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I got to make it over to see a game.
That shit be popping.
Man, it be popping.
And it's not L.A. L.A., when the celebrities go to the game, that it's dark around the court. It's like a fucking, you at the theater. They're not excited. They're not engaged. Them Knicks games, Spike Lee will go on the court.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed.
He gets into it with the other niggas on the team. He cusses out the coaches. They showed yesterday it was Stephon Marbury, Bernard King, Clyde Frazier, Larry Johnson, Latrell Sprewell, John Starks. All of them niggas were sitting in the same.
was down there.
They're all sitting around. I'm like, bro, that shit is popping.
Man.
And they lost.
Ooh, I know they were sick
20,
in there.
Man.
Ooh, they were sick.
They were, and he hit him with the.
Yeah.
If that would have been a 3, that would have been the greatest shit
ever.
But they still came back and won that game.
They still pulled it off.
So I'm thinking, for people talking about marketability of the NBA and all that, the NBA Finals with Oklahoma City and Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
What is the viewership gonna be like on that?
I know. I'm sure it'll be all right, but it won't be record breaking.
Yeah, like they're both big cities. They're not small. They're bigger than they're big cities. They top. Indianapolis is really big.
OKC
OKC
considered big?
Yeah, OKC is the top 25 biggest countries in America.
Okay, I know.
Oklahoma City got more people than Portland.
Yeah, well, Portland is Portland.
Yeah, but we 27.
We didn't grow. We got too many people now, though.
Yeah, we need to get rid of some other.
Yeah. What I was gonna ask you, why did Americans don't win MVP no more? Why?
Because the style of basketball made it to where, because for years, remember, the foreigners were soft.
Yeah.
But they play a skilled form of basketball, and so they changed basketball for them. But as you can see, if you've been watching the playoffs, they're getting back to the physicality of it.
Yeah, definitely in the playoffs.
And Anthony Edwards and a couple other dudes, they're going to change that up for a while.
Yeah.
But, the game had to go global. And I think Mike Lee says this all the time, the NBA catered this stuff to the foreigners.
To the foreigners, you think so?
Yeah.
Just so they can get that money.
They don't got to play defense.
Yeah.
They don't get criticized for not playing defense. They don't get touched. They get to put up video game stats because they're so skilled. What I've seen about overseas is no matter your size, everybody works on the same shit. The big dudes, the little dudes, they all learn how to post up. They all learn how to handle the ball. Right there, Hartenstein.
Yeah.
His daddy from here.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's his daddy?
His dad's name is Flo Hartenstein.
From Portland?
You remember Flo Hartenstein? No, he's from Springfield.
Springfield, huh?
He was a German exchange student, black dude.
Really?
German exchange student. He played for Sprague.
He played for Sprague?
No, his dad did.
Oh, okay.
His dad played with Freddie at Oregon.
Really?
Yeah, Flo Hartenstein.
That's crazy.
I played against Flo in summer league.
Hey, he got a cold floater.
Yeah, so he was born in fucking Salem or Eugene.
Wow, I know that. He got his.
And they moved. He was here because the mom is from Kaiser or some shit like that.
Okay.
And he lived up here up until he was wanted to play professional basketball. Then they took him back over to Germany.
He's pretty good actually. He got a cold floater.
He can play.
His floater be automatic sometimes.
Skilled dude.
Yeah.
Imagine if they would let him. He's from here. Well, imagine what he would have did to high school basketball.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Flo Hartenstein. He came out. He graduated in '97. Out of Springfield, Oregon.
Oh, that's tight.
Yep, German dude, black, had a ball spot early. Early. We're 17.
Yeah.
He got a ball spot.
Damn.
the World Be Free ball spot too. My God damn, bro. They must have. That's when shit. It was still East and West Germany or something. They was taking him through it over there, bro. And he was a nigga. Oh, he was German chocolate.
Yeah.
German chocolate, bro. Being German chocolate born in the 70s
Yeah.
through the 80s. Oh, it was all bad for Cutting. He got called some other unbelievable things.
Oh, I bet.
So that's why with with Isaiah, you ain't seen it. They did a thing when he was with the Knicks. They're like, you black?
I can see it.
Damn black.
So you got OKC in Indiana.
Got OKC in Indiana. I think that Minnesota will win one.
Just one?
Yeah, they'll win one.
Gentlemen's sweep?
They'll win one in Minnesota. Oh, no, I think it'll go 6. They'll win one in Minnesota. Then they'll win one in OKC, and then OKC gonna get them out of there in Minnesota.
In 6.
Yeah.
Man, I'm rooting for Ant, man.
I love Ant.
Man.
I think it's what we've seen is over for Mike Conley.
Conley, yeah, he's been around forever.
He's been around forever.
Like.
I watched him play in high school, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was amazing. He was amazing. Him and Greg Oden played on the same high school team.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
when I was in Indiana.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
so I watched them play in high school. That was the greatest time of high school basketball. High school basketball I ever seen in my life.
Really?
So I'll just give you so I moved out there in 2003. I was there from 2003 to 2007. And in that time I was in Indianapolis. In high school, you had Courtney Lee.
Okay.
Courtney Lee went to Pike. There was another dude named Robert Vaden that went to Pike. Jeff Teague went to Pike.
Teague.
Then at Tech, it was Rodney Carney. I went to Memphis. Then it was George Hill was at Broad Ripple. Eric Gordon was at North Central.
He was nice, too.
Greg Oden and Mike Conley was at Lawrence North. Josh McRoberts went to Carmel.
Damn.
Well, these all these motherfuckers in the same league, bro.
They're on the same, like the Pills? This is like
It's like the PIL. All these dudes play each other.
That's crazy.
Then it was dude named Robbie Hummel.
Heard that name.
Etwan Moore. He was in East Chicago. Scotty Martin. Man, they went to it was fucking hoopers. Jawan Johnson. Well, all these dudes was playing high school basketball at the same time, bro.
So you went to the high school games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched Greg.
How old was you then?
I was 22.
Okay.
22 to 26.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like J.O. would go give Greg clothes. Like give him jeans because he was that big as a kid. So I went to 3 of his state championships. I seen him win 3 of them.
Did they win 3?
Yeah, he was so good.
Yeah, he was.
He was so like David Robinson.
Yeah, he was.
He ran the floor.
Big,
he could
athletic.
catch. He's athletic. The Blazers fucked him up.
They did.
Blazers
He's
did
a
it.
cool brother too. I kicked
His
him a few times.
His legs was
out
a
here.
little bit off, and they tried to fix it. When he had been playing like that his whole life.
Yeah, just leave him alone.
No need to fix it.
No need to fix it. Yeah, Greg was a good
Greg was
brother,
cool. I
man.
love
He was
Greg.
cool.
Greg was a
out here.
good
I kicked
dude.
it with
So I
him a
knew
few
Greg
times.
really well. We lived right around the corner from Eric Gordon. I played City League with his dad. Man, it was beautiful out there, man, just in terms of the basketball.
Yeah.
Purity.
Yeah, Greg had a nice little penthouse downtown.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, Greg.
Yeah, it was tight.
Greg's a good dude. Really good dude. Yeah, man. So what's been going on in your world, man? What's been happening out here at the GMP?
Did you see the beginning of this game? When the ref got a bloody nose on the
About
jump
fucking
ball?
time. Scott Foster?
On the jump ball?
Yeah, Scott Foster.
Look,
Oh, that's right.
the jump ball, yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought you ate some bad bird, bro. I ain't know, bro. I wasn't going to say nothing, man. Shit be happening, bro. The lights be off sometimes. Yeah. So how'd you get elbowed on a jump ball, bro?
The jump ball, he came down and
Just cracked your
just
ankle
cracked me,
shit.
yeah.
Leaking.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I
You
finished
ain't
the
Scott
game.
Foster, so you didn't deserve it. Scott Foster deserved that shit. He's a bitch ass nigga. He is. He really is.
So no, me and Caroline
Okay.
been chopping it up, trying to get some things together.
Okay. Your hair is very nice too. It has a lot of body flowing. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it.
So no, I'm finna get to my my spotlight show on Saturday nights. I'm really
Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, Saturday Night Lives.
Okay.
I'm ready to do it. She's gonna join me on my first segment. And we're gonna recap some of this stuff. What's going on here on Thursday nights?
Okay.
So whatever else we got going on GMP and.
So when we talked about me sending you all that shit, I will do that when basketball is over.
Okay.
Then I have time to
Yeah.
get all that stuff together. So anybody that's watching right now this weekend, Mike James Elite will be playing here in Portland. We'll be playing in Portland. We're playing in the Hoop Source Memorial Day tournament. We play Saturday night at 7 and 8.
That late?
Nigga.
Damn, y'all prime time.
No, and so this is the thing.
That's
and
too
I'll
late.
say it to the nigga.
That's too late.
The Hoop Source, they be fucking with us, bro.
Fuck what you.
They be fucking with us, bro, and I like Ryan. Ryan's my
Yeah,
guy.
he's cool.
But they be doing some weird ass shit to us, bro.
Well, you gotta tell him.
No, nigga, anybody on earth don't nobody want to play at 7 and 8 p.m. on
Somebody gotta
Saturday.
play that night.
But we're from here. Where's the show?
That's prime time.
That ain't nobody going to no motherfucking game at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
So I'll tell him what time you rather play.
No, it's too late now.
No,
That's
I
what
know,
time we
but
playing.
it's just the conversation I'll have with
You
him.
play at fucking 1.
Okay, all right.
1, you play at 1, then you play again at 3. Or you play at 11, then you play at 1. You don't play at 7, the game over at 7, you play at 8.
Yeah.
And we playing up.
Yeah.
And then when we was in the motherfucking President's Day, they put us in a damn pool with New Heights, Team Thrill, and Peyton's Place. And then they put all the other teams in some shit they could just skate through. Which is cool. We needed those bumps. It made us better, but we shouldn't have seen none of them. We're the 4 best teams
to the end.
And we shouldn't have saw them to the end.
To the end, yeah, Final Four.
We had to play them in the semis to go to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
When we should have not. That should have been the first time we played them.
Yeah.
That was our second time playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the fuck it be on.
Yeah.
But Ryan better get it together.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean
because as we grow, they're going to be able to leverage us playing in their stuff to get other people to come here and play.
Yeah.
So we need to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A more friendly, like we should be. So boom. So for Nationals will be next month. We'll be a top seed in the Nationals. So I've been talking to the directors like, hey, you got to run this like the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
As a top seed, whoever won is should have the easiest route to the, because you want to see.
That's who you want to see.
The top 8 teams from this shit be the 8 teams that play on the final day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put people to where niggas is, eliminating each other. And now a team that has no business
being there
gets to get it because they
lose by 50.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you want to make it as competitive as possible.
Yeah.
So that's what Saturday night at the Beaverton Hoop. Mike James Elite plays at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m.
7 and 8. God damn, yeah, he did.
You didn't hear what I said.
I didn't hear that.
We play at 7. As soon as that game's over, we got to play another.
At 8.
At 8, that's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it got to a point where it's like, I'm not even going to say nothing. It's just like, nigga, you're weird.
Yeah.
And if that keeps happening, we just ain't going to play.
He's going to play, yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah. He hit me up. He want to come on my podcast. I'm going to bring him on.
Yeah, you ask him about that shit.
Yeah. Where's Nationals at?
Nationals in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So Rock Hill is like how Vancouver is to Portland. So it's like 15 minutes from Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be staying in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Going out there.
Going out there. Oh, that's dope.
Yep.
Good shit. Good for them kids.
It'll be exciting, man.
Yeah.
It'll be exciting. And then we got Pro-Am, all that shit is.
Yeah, the Pro-Am. I've seen that.
Yeah,
the jerseys.
I got the
Is
uniform.
them new?
I got new uniforms today.
Mm-hmm.
We got, we cleared. It's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Certifications and sanctions and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. You dealing with professionals.
Dealing with it. Got all of it. So we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Good to go. Had some good meetings with a couple local businesses that want to sponsor and put some teams into the Pro-Am.
Mm-hmm.
Just been getting the data and making sure that the people that need to be playing are playing.
Yeah.
And have it be as competitive as possible. So I'm excited about that. I have some more to talk about with that next week. Mike is in the Final Four. Mike James is playing the Final Four, so watch on, if you got ESPN Plus.
Is it on ESPN Plus?
It'll be on ESPN Plus tomorrow at 11 a.m. They're playing Olympiacos.
Oh, I sure will.
So check it out. Yep, you got the ESPN app. You can watch
He did an interview.
tomorrow.
I seen an interview he was doing the other day. That was tight.
Yeah,
I had never
man.
seen him do an interview before. I was like, okay,
he's
Mike.
gotten so much better, man,
I
at
see
being
you.
able to talk and,
Yeah.
and verbalize and voice his stuff. And he's matured a lot, bro, and I'm really proud of him.
So how many high school kids gonna be in the prime? Has the board met yet?
Yeah, it's 10.
10 high schoolers?
10.
The board already approved them?
Yep.
Who's the board?
Me. Yeah. So I think, but I grew up in a time to where you had to do something in high
Yeah.
school. You had to be that guy in high school to be able to play in a program. And in our time, the only dudes that could play were Freddie, D-Nate, Michael Marion, Terrence Green, and Brandon Brooks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tyrone Manlove.
Yeah.
So if you're not, and that's not a knock on the kid, but if you're not an all-league, all-state guy, nah. If you're not the top guy in your class, you know, no. So it's 10. I've already selected them. I'll be reaching out to them in the next couple of weeks to let them know that they've been selected and put on some teams.
Right.
And of course, you know, it's gonna be some people that's gonna be upset. I'm gonna have some people that I love and care about that's gonna want their kids to play.
Everybody want their kid to play. Everybody can't play.
They can't. And the answer is no.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Tell them to go put a good year in when high school season come around.
And that's my thing.
And make your statement.
Go
Say,
out there
okay,
and
I can't play.
show
Okay,
us that.
I'm gonna show you.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Fuzzy's for 100% playing.
Fuzzy, yeah.
Kaden Wilson will be playing. Braylon Gaines will be playing. Van Peschel will be playing. You know, and there'll be some other guys. So.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But shit, bro.
That's it.
We did it. This is episode 9.
I know 10's next week.
10 is next week.
Business of the week.
Spotlight.
Oh, this week's Black Business of the Week. I forgot.
GMP Podcast Group.
There you go. It is the GMP Podcast Group. Anybody that is interested in getting a podcast, learning the ins and outs, the behind the scenes, how to run a show, how to do the production, how to get in front of the mic, how to speak, how to use the microphones, all of that, they have opportunities for you guys here at the GMP Podcast Studios. It's located at 2406 East Burnside. Thorn City Spotlight guy is putting together a workshop. They still have specials for you guys to come and do exactly what I'm doing here right now. You guys, please tap in. It is, in my opinion, the best podcast studio that we have. Everything is here is state of the art. It's very professional. It's in a fantastic location, and they'll help you do exactly what it is that you want to do in the podcast world. So this week's Black Business Spotlight is the GMP Podcast Studios.
Yes, sir.
Yes, y'all, this has been What I Think with Seeznin, episode number 9. We'll be back next week for episode 10. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Go to Thorn City Spotlight on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and tap in. Until next time, my peoples, y'all be cool.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna play the outro, brother.
Hey, I ain't see nothing y'all said. Okay, as Ricky said, they need the couch.
You need the couch.
It has been What I Think with Seeznin. Appreciate y'all. Tune in every Thursday, 7 p.m. We're giving y'all an hour live stream talking about what I think, what's going on. If you want to watch the live video stream, you go to Thorn City Spotlight on Facebook. You guys can watch the stream there. It's also live on Twitch, also live on YouTube. Again, this is What I Think with Seeznin. And What I Think with Seeznin.
At the bottom button down there.